Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat, it became the podcast, and it's episode 76. No, 77, because last week was 76, because I made that hella cool thumbnail from the pseudo GTA 6 into episode 76.
Is that what it was?
I'm glad you picked up on that. Hey, you heard him. I'm joined each and every week by Scotty and Joe. I am Bruno. Scott wants to put a clap up. I don't know what's going on.
The whole intro, you're about to go. It was like you're going, and I was waiting for it to come, and it never did.
No, because that's like a Donald Trump thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what you are. You're Donald Trump. That's how we started.
If that's the only thing of Donald Trump you do, you're probably right.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Bruno, I'll say this: the boys like to call me Goose. Welcome to the show.
Goose.
What's your name?
I'm Pickles.
Okay, you haven't thought before this show. I feel like
is Goose in Maverick?
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Yeah, I know Goose mainly.
So you're saying you're Glenn Powell.
I'm
your
not.
Turn.
Very good. I think of Goose. I think of like early stages of like Teen Mum, like the early seasons. There was like this big guy that was on the football team that he might have been called Moose. Now I think about it, but he would hang out with the mum. But he was like you, Bruno. He was like the big friend, like notoriously big friend.
That's good. Yeah.
They called him Moose, but I think it might be Goose, but I'm not sure.
Big friends are the best friends.
Anyway, they call me Goose.
And that would make me bumps, wouldn't it?
Bumps.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but
because you put us together.
Yeah, the Goose do bump.
Goosebumps. What's
going on? Yes, with a goose. What's going on? Yeah, no, I was imagining Goose taking flatbacks.
And do you know what also has goosebumps naturally?
Oh my god,
Pickles.
Pickles always has goosebumps.
Pickles. So Goosebumps and Pickles and. For the listeners out there and the viewers out there, you can catch us every single week on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music. No, that's all of them, and Amazon Music.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe comes to this. The least prepared, I think, is getting worse. And talking of Goosebumps, Scott did set an assignment this week, and Joe's only just got to it with about 2 minutes of the podcast to go.
We spoke about this 4 days ago. It was re-brought up this morning. Joe's just seen it moments before we went live. And when you say Joe comes in empty-handed, you know, if you invite someone to like a house for like a dinner party, and you're supposed to bring a bottle of wine, maybe a house plant, something like that, right? Yeah. Joe doesn't do that. He just drives his car into your front window. And
I'm like, I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah. I'm knackered. I'm here. Isn't that enough? Joe is he's negative points on the point of bringing wine to the house, I think, whatever that means.
I just come in fast looking for water, that's all I do.
Name your sex then.
That's good.
So it's very good. So I came up with this
I missed the first message.
You're shouting at me. You did miss.
This is the last thing Scott needs this week.
Yeah, I'm not having a strong week. Okay. And
through no fault of your own.
I'll preface this. Lizzie had certain pains that could mean something's happening soon.
Now.
Moments before we went live. So I'm waiting for that doorknob to change, and this episode becomes a very legendary episode.
It would be a wild episode. I'd love to be in your head right now, because
I'm scrambled. You know when Joe says he's scrambled, I'm scrambled. So the assignment, I go to keep saying consignment, but that's a card thing. Not just a card thing, but and the assignment was very Bruno coded, because we've joked about the fact that, for example, when we were in school, Bruno had a crush on someone. Her full name was Jenny, and what he would do is he would imagine stopping a car with just his force or something, and something along these lines. Are we not supposed to talk about this because his face is changed? It was Twilight before. He wrote Twilight before Twilight. This is very long. Was I not supposed to talk about this?
Okay, we've got to the line before. You've now just crossed it.
You just snorted the line up.
Whoa!
There are things in life that I tell my best friend that are just between the boys.
But I would say that one.
All things are off now. Like all
gravy
things on the table.
over peppercorn sauce everywhere.
Yeah,
we ruined it. Bruno smoked out the house again. Actually, I have. So Bruno is notorious for his imagination. That is a fact.
I have got an imagination. Yeah,
he has got imagination. And there's a story about her full name is Jenny. Was that even her name? I'm joking now. Did I get the name right? I know it's been blocked.
You did, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Bruno has this imagination. He sometimes, I think he even has playlists that are kind of conducive to his imagination. But which is none of this is bad, Bruno. You're acting like this.
I know. I'm not. It's not bad.
I just haven't got to the point.
It's a little embarrassing, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
It's going to get way worse.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go.
I want to know how honest you're going to be because we kind of have an idea of where your real head's at. Yeah, so certain music brings out like a vibe and maybe a made-up scenario. And what I said to the group was come up with some songs that put you in a made-up scenario, whether it be triggered by something that's actually like somewhat real. For example, when I hit Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't know what song it was, but the one where in the video they're at a festival, makes you think of a festival. But it's probably because we watched Grime too much as kids.
Oh, yeah.
So like that's kind of like on the button. But certain songs give you an indescribable feeling that you're in a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not a memory, an actual fake stuff.
Yeah.
Or a situation. My one is without a doubt, and I cannot stop this, is Wasted Nights by One Ok Rock.
Oh.
If I hear that song,
I want to get taken to.
I'm in downtown Tokyo late at night, and I'm looking for trouble. I'm instantly looking for trouble. And I don't know what it is. I want to take a risk. Yeah. And maybe it's in the words. I'll listen to that song before a show, and I'll convince myself, got to put myself down a little bit. Sometimes you go to a show and you think, I might get by it. Because or something like that, And then sometimes you listen to that song right before you get to the venue and you go, coming off anything I can find. And that song does it. But particularly, I want to do it in Japan.
I like that. And you say that I am the one. However, I'm going to put a caveat. I 100% am, and I take it to probably a
unhealthy extreme.
A level on some spectrum. And however, you love a playlist and certain things to get you in the mood for certain things. Like if we're going to the airport, you have to have a holiday mix because you have to it's basically you're creating a get psyched mix. So that's your version of it, I think. And I think you just said that with the wrestling. I love that song. And it's close to one of mine as well, but I think it's a banger of a Eurovision song, which we might get onto later.
Do you think
it would clean up that type of song at the Eurovisions?
Oh hell yeah!
I like how you're going through your cards at this point.
It's because I have a point to make.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm hoping you're going to square off our thing. You were talking, so I was hoping it would be showing you. So you didn't see me, but I'd like now that you kind of zoomed in on just me flicking through some cards. I really thought I was out of shot as well, which is really cool.
I'm good with editing, mate.
Oh yes, you are.
Like of controlling a narrative, yeah.
Yes. Bruno was actually a big funder of Control Your Narrative, the wrestling promotion with EC3 and Braun Strowman and all those Republicans.
Wow.
I forgot all about that.
Same until he said it.
I never knew.
Yeah. You should know where your money's going, Bruno.
Yeah.
No, your one has been right. When I would go to a football game when I was young, this was in the height of like My Sacrifice by Creed and the tribute mix. I would have my Walkman out, CD in, 3 minutes from the pitch. I'm going in. I'm like, oh man, like I'm in. I'm going to take some risks and I'm going to think of Austin. I do celebrations that are wrestling related from those.
Oh yeah,
those packages. So that I think definitely leads me to something because I remember you, Bruno, when we were young, we would talk about kind of like wrestling tribute videos. But you'd have your own one. And I remember I remember you running up the ladder like Shelton Benjamin and jumping off. And I don't know why, but that's really stuck with me.
That's never left. Up to this day, when I dream about that with my imagination, that spot has never left.
What I really like about that is we've been in, I think, maybe 3 or 4 ladder matches now. Soon to be a 5th. Keep an eye out because that's not announced. Every time I sit there and we all go around and we go, you're all just kind of staring at ladders going, yeah, go on. Yeah. What do you think? every time I look at that ladder and I think, is that sturdy enough to run up it just so I can get the clip to give to Bruno and be like, I did it. And I think of Bruno, I think about that a lot.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Have you got a shooting star in you?
I'm going to be honest, completely forgot there's a shooting star at the end. It doesn't make any sense. When you do a shooting star.
Whoa.
I don't know, actually, yeah, because...
It would.
Yeah, because your feet are going forward, so you're not going to push the ladder away.
You got to commit. Make sure you commit. If you don't
honestly, I was probably going to do a splash, and I thought that'd be cool enough. I forgot it was a shooting star press off the top.
That's mad.
Of the ladder. By the way, if we didn't explain that, it was on the ropes,
Yeah. Springboarding.
It would look sick.
Yeah, and Joe, you did this, didn't you? Survivor Series 2002. Before work, yeah.
I was going to say that, yeah.
And we all kind of, Brittany, when you think of Always by Survivor Series 2002, you think of Shawn Michaels doing that. I love it.
Oh, it's all the poses. We used to do it all before bed, didn't we? Like, all the poses.
Yeah, that's so. I didn't know. I think we unpacked that on a different episode.
Yeah, we got to unpack that. We had a team.
That was a good 5-10 years worth of
stuff was getting added.
Yes.
It was like Mrs. Brown's cat. That it was.
I still do it at home.
It was impressive.
It was. We had a thing where I'm going to kind of explain this because we can go off on tangent. It's a podcast where I would say good night and Joe good night, and we both do like the owl ball
across the hallway. Yeah,
across the hallway because our bedrooms were opposite. This is only like 20 years ago now.
I was like 38.
I swear you did the Macarena at one point.
There was it developed where like you do something and then I don't remember some, but sometimes you do like RVD 5.
It was all based around Survivor Series.
And then it'd finish with the thing, but it would finish with different things. It was like Mrs. Brown's cat. It was like you had to build on it.
It was building on it. However, as well, if you didn't hit that final point, you went again.
Yeah. Otherwise, the whole family would pass.
Oh yeah, because we OCD.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was very worrying. If sometimes you get banged, I don't think I hit that perfectly, but should I say something? Can you say? We'd sometimes have to take breaks because at one point I think it was up to about a minute long.
Yeah, they got long.
It was a routine you had to remember.
Do we ever I remember playing it?
No, just
and you're rolling the dice because Joe gets off a cliff when he's tired.
Yes, so if we saw him get tired, we'd have to start in motion. But I mean, I remember Joe had. Do you remember that like wicker chair that had like a that kind of thing? It spun, but it also rocked.
It was a rocking chair, yeah.
But Katie was sick on it, and we had to get rid of it. But we just sat on the wood. Do you remember we'd sit on the wood for a period of time? It was just like straight, the curved wood, like spiral. I remember a couple of nights where we couldn't get it right, and I'd have to literally sit down, and you'd sit back on the bed, and we'd just carry on our night for like 10 more minutes, and then we like, should we go again? And then we'd go again.
We go again.
Yeah, this is completely unlocked in my brain.
Yeah.
And I remember I was sitting there getting later and later. We're like, we can't hit it. It's too big. it's beyond us now. It's bigger than us.
Too big, brother.
It's bigger than us at this point. We have to try and defeat it. But sometimes we would go through like phases, like seasons where like one night we'd be like, one of us would do something, just one, like a strong, and it'd be like, that's it. That's all we have to do. And we'd agree on it. It's like handshake. You're like, that's how we do it.
You're calling it before.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, that's all we do now. And then after like a month, it'd be like that, but plus like one of us would do a backflip or something. You do a fake punch, you have a go. And then like, and then it would develop again. And then it would hit a point where one of us would go, do you know what? It's fine just doing that, isn't it? We're like, yeah. And then we'd start again. And this grew probably 30 times over a 15-year period. We don't do it now.
I still do it at home.
We're not in the same house.
It's because, it's you.
It did stop before we moved apart. I must have.
Yeah.
What stopped it, you reckon?
Yeah.
We just started saying, we used to go night.
No.
But we used to do that, saying that, like the Who Says Bye last. It still happens now.
Oh, we still do it?
Yeah, because the other week when you said, I went night, and you went night, and as the door goes, I go night, and you go night, and I go night. And it's like, I have to be last. I don't know if, in my head.
You have to be last.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't really know.
I was just going to say, I think I have to be last.
You do.
But you must do it quiet. Oh, no. I've probably all these years been second.
Because Scott can't trust anyone else checking the gas or the doors either.
No, I have to do it myself. I mean, like, you want a job done correctly, you have to do everything yourself. This is gonna be a bane of my life.
I've tried to take so much off of you in the past, but you just won't let me.
I had this conversation about you candidly off air. I'm gonna actually bring this up on it. We put him over big time yesterday.
You did. I was emotional this morning.
Yeah, I also said this in previous times when people say like Scott, like someone like let's say someone, Scott gets car sick, and I'll always preface it with, but not with Bruno. I don't know why, but I always say, no, Bruno's fine.
He's a very smooth driver.
He's a very smooth driver. And I always
takes his time.
I say he's like fast, but he's not dangerous. You'll get there where you're going to get in time. Unfortunately, he uses ways, so he's always messed up. But he gets there without you wanting to vomit or scared for your life.
Name of a sex tape.
Name of a sex tape.
Also comfortably quick.
Comfortably quick is very good. And then the other part was Lissy saying, like, because he's coming out for Eurovision this week. Lissy is also 39 weeks pregnant. And Lissy was saying, no, he doesn't stress me at all. Like, that's absolutely fine. Like, and I was like, and then we had this conversation about, yeah, but he's the kind of guy, like, he's like really good in those situations.
Yeah.
So he always steps up when there's like a big thing.
He'd be a good
husband. He'd be the first one to be like, get in the car, go. And he'd be like, I'm going to run back so you can stay here and I'll get some bits and I'll come back. And then you go out to like the waiting room. He's got coffee. Like he's,
yeah,
you know, and that's what you kind of want.
I think I described him to Lisa once. Like he's not there. I'm saying this.
Yeah, like he's died. It's like this is you're getting an spiritual hero. This is about songs to take you somewhere.
He's getting his flowers.
He's getting his flowers, which is so rare.
Lisa once that he's probably the best significant other anyone could wish for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're moving into a different.
I think he's got it all going.
He's got every aspect.
I'm trying. I'm putting myself back out there. So
if he wasn't a pervert, he's a 10.
But sometimes people like that.
That's what I mean. Like each their own, isn't it? Like he's not one of one. He's one of 10. But I mean, he's the one that's a bit, you know.
Well, I mean, some people like Joe Goldberg. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Joe Goldberg. I instantly went to the program, The Goldbergs, and I was like, yeah. He's not that bad.
No. Isn't?
Yeah. Did you just say fake eyes?
Snake eyes?
Yeah. Did he say snake eyes?
I don't know.
So thanks, guys.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, it takes you somewhere, but I think it's definitely rooted in watching too much wrestling.
Getting hyped up is the key to that.
Yeah.
But Bruno's about to take it to a different level. I would have thought. Joe's got to go second, but
yeah, I need to know Joe's.
Bruno, he's currently trying to figure out. So
I was doing that during the whole first part of the show. It was pretty much where you led with the Survivor Series thing, because I see it as more of a like psych up playlist, like you were saying. Yeah. That's the only time I really use music.
But does it take you somewhere?
It takes me where I need to be.
Because if it's psyching you up in the moment, what are you thinking about? Just you in that moment going, like you got to be thinking like, well, I want to like.
I tend to use different types of music for different like aspects of my life.
Right.
Like. I like country music to get me ready for like work, like because it's a bit workmanlike, isn't it? Like you're going to get dirty, you got to go get stuff done,
right?
You got to get it done before the sun comes up and then come home.
God, you work early.
Or like psych up music for like just getting stuff done, like the gym, even going to work. But I was going to say that about the Survivor Series thing, that video.
You're on thin ice. You're not talking about what we wanted you to talk about, and you're talking loads to get out of it.
No, I'm just trying to get to where I was just trying to get it.
No, I'm not doing it again. I'm not giving you any more time to think while you're talking.
I'm just trying to get to the Survivor Series of it all, because that is the one I think of. It's mainly for work-based stuff.
But where does it take you, Joe? That's what we're
back to work.
No, that's not the point. Like, but when you listen to that Survivor Series thing, are you putting yourself in the position of Shawn Michaels on that top row?
Oh, 100%. I think that's what I was going to go to. I think
was it, or did I just tell you to go?
No, I had all these things playing in my head.
I'm leading him. He's going, that's where I was going.
But I think it comes from like growing up watching wrestling, and you see, there's always the sacrifice video where they're sat with the headphones on, they got their tracksuit on, they're all like hunched over, ready to go.
Good angle.
Yeah, and
I
think because of that, I use that day to day now without even realizing that's what that is.
Oh,
it shaped everything.
So I'm going to give you two more that they're kind of related to real things, but they're not. So they're not completely made up, but they definitely put me there.
Yeah.
Country music generally does something now when I'm driving home from work.
Gets me something.
In like because it's so scenic in Wales, but when it's sunny particularly, you do feel like, I'm in Tennessee without the pew-pews.
Yeah.
You know? Do you know what I mean? You feel you know what I mean? Without the pew-pews. Sorry, you can block that. But it does something. But there's a particular Lainey Wilson one from the Twister soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
And it's actually in the film where
they're driving to
she's going to the house and she's covered in mud
to see her mum.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that one does take me there because there's been a couple of days in a sad
home.
Right. Such a good song. And there's a couple of days where you've got the window wipers going, you're covered in mud, blood, tears, everything. And you're just listening to it going, I feel that.
Yeah.
But it's more of a real I'm picking that moment. The other one is when it's super rainy, I will put on Champagne Supernova and pretend I'm Seth, trying to get the cable to work. So again, that's also a real thing that I'm stealing. But that's because of our imaginations, not this guy's.
He's going to go to a different level.
Yeah, he's going to go, oh yeah, so when I listen to Nickelback, I talked to a woman called Jennifer. And you're like, what?
Mine is always based in like work or working out.
Yeah.
And taking it back to Twisters. Like Twisters always reminds me of work.
Yeah, right.
Like you said that. Yeah, because Twisters, there's that like misfit crew. By the end of the day, you're like muddy, wet. There's blood on you. Yeah. Like you're almost crying. Like when you walk through the door at home.
That's twice that the brothers have compared themselves to Glenn Powell in this podcast.
Yeah. That is true, but he's comparing himself to that guy that makes that sound.
I'm that guy.
And I'm, I don't know her full name, but it's Daisy something.
Yeah.
The lead. What's her name? Daisy Joan Jules or something.
I forget because Glenn Powell's in the way.
Yeah, I love that. Honestly, but the thing is, the mixture of people is so much like The Rescue. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, misfit
it's
crew.
Bizarre. Bruno, please take us somewhere because the audience are going to be bored with Joe trying to pretend he knew what was going on there.
So
don't get upset by that. That was a gag. I think we've upset him. He's turning the ground on the sofa for a second.
I'll be transparent. When I first read it, before you then described it tonight, I took it as what songs like take you somewhere, like get you emotional type thing, and I'll quickly roll off like
the 4,000 songs that do that for him. Because I've seen the playlist.
Any basically power ballad or great love song does it, but the intro to Say Days Ago from Maybe Memories, when it's that the guitar part, if any band do like a soft intro where it gradually builds up and they're speaking inspiration over it, mate, I'm almost getting goosebumps now thinking of it, and I'm not even listening to it.
Yeah, that's so mad. You got goosebumps. I wish I were you. This is a real thing, isn't it? There's a name for people like you.
I don't know. It's so weird. But yes, you have brought up the past. And the weird thing is, I can't remember what that song was that was associated to that one.
I don't know if there was any song. I think it was just pure verbiage. I think it was a lot of talking. No, I don't think there was. I don't know what song
there was definitely a song I would have gone to. But there's a couple. So the wrestling one at the moment is
at the moment, I love that.
This Fire Burns, the old CM Punk
by the way,
one, and Absolution, especially Absolution. Especially, it pretty much is. But Absolution at the end, it has that bit where I then put the run up the ladder into the
Oh my god, it goes quiet for a second. All you hear is the wind going through his legs.
The breakdown is like perfect for it.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
God, you must really like Will Ospreay. Because if you just search him, he's wrestling in Japan, and they've got the music you like. Devil Goodrum at the start, and it kicks in the song.
He's the human equivalent of
Bruno's. He's the human equivalent of his brain.
Even one OK Rock sprinkled over the top or something. Like,
he knows them.
And then the Super Bowl one. There's a couple at the moment. So it used to be. Is it Shine Down or Bless the Fall?
Oh.
It's one of the two, and it's like.
Is it Blue or is it One Republic?
That's the left or the right.
I actually think it's Bless the Fall. But they have that one that has that long intro, and it's like, I know I'm in the tunnel, and I could go into like so much like detail.
It is Bless the Fall because
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I've got a t-shirt.
I think I'd say you got goosebumps thinking about it.
I wish you did.
Weirdly, it's just my chest has got goosebumps.
Hold on, let me. It's the first one. It's the one that has the intro.
Right. I think I know the one. Ironically, I think Kieran
on Awakening. It's Awakening into Promised Ones.
Promised Ones.
Yeah, I think I remember you playing this with me and actually like kind of sounding it out a little bit for me to let me see what you're seeing.
I think hasn't that song got There Will Be Blood in it? Like, it's
yes. I think so. Yeah,
because I got the T-shirt that says it's like a graphic shirt that says "There will be blood, bless the fall."
I like that. I like that a lot. So that one leads up, and that one was an older one because I used to give the whole. I was in the tunnel, and then I was coming out for the Super Bowl, but I was the star player because then I did the little wink to the camera, like to let the fans know that I'm bringing this home.
Yeah, no doubt in your mind.
And then I just went out and balled out. But there's one recently where I think of that too, but it's a different type where I'm a defensive player this time. Not big man's not quarterback. Yeah. However,
do you get concussed and Sandra Bullock adopts you? Because that's my one.
But so that one, what do I listen to that? But in the middle of that too, I used to listen to Tina Turner, The Best, as well. That I've just won the Super Bowl, and it's just like, what is the one? There's a couple for the Super Bowl one, and then love wise, have I had any?
Well, I was going to say, Bruno, can I just ask a question? Is at the end of the Super Bowl, there's no woman that runs on or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. So kind of like inadvertently have we've seen your brain in the past with Taylor Swift and Travis with the ticker tape. So. Yeah. And I'm thinking of a really good one as well. Saquon Barkley with his girlfriend and his kid before the Super Bowl, give him like a kiss and like dead normal. And then going out and just like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out his brain's like manifesting reality, but not here. It's to other people.
But not my. I want it to be my reality, Joe, not someone else's.
That is such a good film idea.
Yeah, people.
He's always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
All right.
That's the name of it.
It's called Utter.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We all couldn't get out quick enough. It's called Utter.
But yeah, I definitely do because I use music as I'm gonna say an escape.
I thought you were about to say medicine, which I really like.
It's all medicine.
Yeah, that's come up twice this weekend.
I use it as an escape, but it doesn't sound. It's not as depressing as it sounds.
It doesn't sound depressing at all.
I just like to take myself to other places, and I have a creative mind. I think, and so I like to come up with scenarios. They basically all put me as the lead character. Anyway, but yeah, that was it. But yeah, going back to the songs that give me sort of goosebumps, which leads me on to a Pepper or Cornet. So Pepper or Cornet, Sleep Token.
All right, this is actually really interesting. I listened to Sleep Token properly for the first time this week.
Okay,
and some of the girls at work play a lot of Sleep Token from their sections.
Do they?
So I hear it, and I'll tell you the overwhelming thought I have is why are they playing Bastille? And that is also what I'm going to continue on saying is I haven't looked deeply into them, but every time I hear it, it's kind of like it's like One OK Rock if it was Bastille. That's how I kind of describe it. Is it the Bastille singer? What is going on with that voice?
It's not the Bastille singer, I definitely don't think. However, that's a part of the allure of Sleep Token is you don't know who they are. So 15-year-old Bruno would have been frothing at the mouth back in the day. Like I would have been all over it. Like,
that's aggressive, isn't it?
I am in very much deep into them, but I like because they send out certain things where you have to go find things, and like all the hidden messages that they have is ridiculous and sidetrack. I think I think Charlie Simpson's doing something at the moment that's before download, that a secret project potentially that is behind some sort of mystery as well. But I'm not fully deep in that one. But yeah, Sleep Token, I think I think they're more the modern day Him. Like they are very, and that's the annoying thing is because I think that you would like them so much.
I don't dislike them, by the way.
Yeah. However, they're a little bit too melodic for you. But because they do have the heavy parts and they have the heavy breakdowns.
I'm partial to a little late night London grammar.
All right. I think they are perfect late night music.
Yeah.
But the song recently that they released called Damocles, oh my word, that song does something to me, and I don't know, like I can't explain it.
Bruno, who's the band that the lead singer looks like George Salazar, and you always send me clips of him playing, and he's a really good singer? Are you struggling with George Salazar or?
I recognize that name.
It's the Michael in the bathroom.
Yeah, that guy. It's like a band. I kind of put on with Sleep Token.
Oh, it's is it the one that I play all the time? It's the.
Yeah, nice. I like that noise.
I'm going to.
No, you're fine.
Is it Dayseeker?
Yes. So I think of them when I think of Sleep Token sometimes, but Sleep Token are the masked.
Yes. Sleep Token are the masked ones that are headlining Download this year.
Jesus. Oh wow!
And there was a massive, not uproar, but there was questions why so soon. But
they headline like massive.
The hype and the how quick their last tour sold out, everything that they've earned.
Yeah.
They have enough songs to do a headline.
Yeah, and their songs are long enough that it'd fill it out anyway. Yeah, I think there's room for like woke Slipknot to be on Download, and I think that'd be good for Donington. I think big time. I don't dislike. I must say, I do not dislike it. I just have this overwhelming feeling of Bastille when I listen to it. Not that they sound like anything like Bastille, other than the singer has certain tones that sound like it. But the music is completely different.
Because there's this person on TikTok that does certain songs in the style of Sleep Token, and the one that was like everyone wanted to hear was Bastille in the form of Sleep Token, and he did it. So,
and what did it sound like? Sleep Token?
I don't think they sound like Bastille, but he does. His vocal range is quite crazy.
It's quite crazy, to be fair. Bruno, is that brother that did the two things? Is that like the guy that I sent you this week with the System of a Down doing a song?
No.
That guy's really good.
But that was. Oh,
I heard that.
I would not have expected that him to be able to reach the tones and the stuff that he did.
If you're singing like Owl City,
if you scroll down, he does like constant. He's got loads of them. They're all so good.
He knows how to do surge tanking.
Oh yeah, this is it.
He's practiced surge tanking on his own a lot.
Surge tanking. Surge tanking was on Last Meals recently as well.
Was he?
Yeah. He's a big deal in LA. Yeah, System of a Down still like headline like stadiums.
Do they?
Yeah. Alex sends me like videos and they'll be like, oh, they did like 4 nights in a row in Argentina or something. It's like 100,000 people each night.
South America's nuts for that kind of music.
Yeah, like they're still a massive band.
I tell you what, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if I've heard Sleep Token yet. I don't know. I could have without realizing.
And if you close your eyes, that's them.
I wish I had said before. Actually, no, I don't, because you wouldn't have listened to them anyway. I will listen.
You see that?
That was a little bit. However, I'll take your virginity. We're listen to them.
Yeah, I'm sit together.
I'm open to it, but I've just it's never come up in my.
I think you'd like them more than Scott. I think.
Yeah,
get into them more than Scott.
I like a band that has like a gimmick, like something going on. Like when MCR were like running strong. I like a band that has like and I like bands that get popular off of that as well. I'm definitely not a curmudgeon with that. I like it when
you're a consumer.
I am a consumer.
Like your boy on the screen.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a curmudgeon. Not with that. I'm open to hearing what they're like and like making my take on it. I missed where they went big though, because I think the last time I saw or heard of Sleep Token happening was when they were like a sport band.
Yeah,
like when they were supporting like Parkway, I think over here in Cardiff.
Yeah, I think Alex saw them supporting somewhere.
Yeah, I think in my head they were still that support band that were I thought it was always the guy from Bring Me the Horizon under a mask. Like, is that not what it was? The keyboard guy that left.
Oh, it might be.
I swear he left to go.
We don't know who it is. Yeah, we don't know who it is.
I swear that was always the thing.
That would have been because I think his name has been docked, but I haven't dove into that because I don't want to know. I want the mystery. However, if it was Jordan, I think I would have that would have been put 2 to 2 together.
Yeah. I think the way you said Jordan really well.
I think that would.
I
would still be.
Not a big fan of anyone knowing anyone's band's name.
And while we're on the topic as well, congrats to Ollie Sykes and his wife for having twins.
Really?
Yeah, they've announced they're having twins.
Oh my God, Bruno's going to have to send his congratulations. I'm going to be underneath that post. Is it a post? Or did you find out?
No, I think
personally.
No, it's like
did you find out from
Jordan told him while he was rehearsing with Sleep Token.
I'll say if you see Jordan.
Yeah, you'll still be a ginger prick.
You joined a new community this week as well, Bruno. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, I think the black community want to take on the ginger community.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll happily join.
Yeah, I bet you would. I want to. But no, yeah, that's been a new thing.
Wow.
So it's an online thing. It's not a real thing.
Yes.
It's just people online are making videos like that.
I'm gonna make it real.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that meant, but it scared all of us.
I'm slightly nervous now.
Yeah. I can't believe you keep turning up in turtlenecks. Or are you purposely dropping your neck into your tops?
No. I feel.
I've just never seen someone who can keep the tops on the. Like do you like bundle them up in like?
No.
You bundle them up in ice and wrap.
There's a couple. No, there's a couple of shirts that I wish were this tight around here because I quite like it.
I like to feel like there's a little restriction on my breathing.
I don't know what's happening with me at the minute, but if my shirt touches my head,
I want to
slightly, I can't breathe.
Yeah, same. I'm like that.
It just touches it slightly.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. If I've got certain jumpers that, like sometimes jumpers that get stretched out a bit, but the front comes across.
Yeah.
And it's like there.
It gags me.
Like, it just touches there. I'm like,
I'll breathe.
Yeah, Bruno can't. He hates the fact that we do that. But for Sleep Token, I'm going to lightly corner it because you guys are going to pepper it.
Joe's on the fence though.
No, I'm going to pepper it. I haven't heard them, but I like the idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna heavy pepper.
I'm going to listen to them now. I'm going to find them.
I'll give you a couple songs. I'll give you a couple songs to listen to.
Is there a band you know all their names?
Oh, the band members.
Yeah,
in full.
In full name.
In full. Maybe the Used.
Current lineup.
That's no.
I reckon I've got Metallica. Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Maybe McFly. I wouldn't have Backstreet Boys. Maybe
Really?
McFly.
McFly I have. Busted.
Maybe the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. Hanson I definitely have.
Yeah.
O-Town, Stretch, NSYNC.
All right.
Yeah.
You little fanboy.
But I thought that was rare. Like, Bruno, do you not know? I couldn't even tell you the first names of UMIT 6.
I could.
I reckon there's a Max and a Josh, and I know that.
Josh, Max.
There you are.
And I went and saw them twice, and they did the whole spiel of who they were.
But you don't listen.
No.
And this is weird because it was a man talking, and you didn't listen. It's usually just women. It's usually just women.
I only listen to women now.
I know you do. Yeah, I don't know. Like Hanson's an easy one because it is like Bruno did with the Joneses. But I think some people wouldn't even know all the Hanson members.
Oh, it's niche. I think it's a niche thing.
You know it, Bruno.
No, I don't.
Taylor, Zach, Isaac. I said Isaac.
I was struggling with Taylor. I was struggling to get to Taylor.
Oh, he's the best one.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But you can do Backstreet Boys.
I can't do their full names.
You know one.
Have a go.
Oh.
The best solo artist of all time. Also probably a bad man.
That album's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nick Carter, Brian, don't know his thingy. Kevin. Yeah. Why can't it's gone from my mind.
I'll say this. I don't think I have the second names of two of them. So it's Nick Carter, Brian Littrell, Kevin. Oh, he's not Littrell as well, is he?
No, he's his cousin. Yeah.
Kevin.
Why do we have so much?
I don't know Kevin's second name. Richardson. Howie D. Darrow. And then AJ, who is AJ McLean. I would know that.
Alexander James McLean. Too.
Alexander James.
Wow.
Nasty. Whereas like
nasty. Did you say you nasty?
If you're nasty.
If you're nasty.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, NSYNC.
Yeah.
See like Chris Kirkpatrick,
yeah.
Joey Fatone, Lance Bass, Justin Timberlake, JC Chazé.
Yeah, you nailed that one.
But I think like they're just more known.
Yeah. I think with boy bands, they focus on the personalities and stuff, so you know the individual.
Yeah,
and first names.
You know to them, didn't you?
You really do when you watch their DVD.
When their posters are on you.
Metallica, I could do all the lineups.
Oh, all of them, yeah.
Of course.
I think, to be fair, could I do...
Do the current one, Brian. Go
on. James Hetfield, Kurt Komet.
Kurt Komet.
I
like Hennig.
No, wait.
If Kurt Komet or Kurt Hennig.
I like the pronunciation of Kurt Komet.
Yeah.
Kurt Komet.
Yeah. I'm giving
That's
it to him.
Way better.
His name's not Kurt either. It's Kirk.
Komet?
Yeah. Kurt Komet. Yeah. Kirk Hammett.
It's right.
Yeah. It's is it?
I don't know. It sounds good.
It's close.
Lars Ulrich.
Yeah.
And Rob... Trigger?
Yeah, that's it. Kurt McLean and Richard what?
Kurt Komet?
Yeah, it's Rob Trujillo, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you got Jason Newsted before him, and then Cliff Burton. Those ones are just stuck, but I think it's all just all these ones are childhood.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't name the first names of Unit 6, A Day to Remember. I couldn't name Parkway's first names.
I think when you're a kid, you learn everything, don't you, about a band.
I know like one or two from every band.
So, Burt McCracken, Quinn Allman, Jeff Bell, Jeff Hurst, and Brandon Steiner.
No, it's not Jeff Hurst. It's definitely not Jeff Hurst.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Got him. He's in Jeff Hurst.
It's definitely not.
The goal scored in 1966 World Cup.
Yeah, base for the youth.
Also the basis for the youth. Yeah. No, Jeff Hurst. He said Jeff Hurst.
Jeff Hurst, that's the one.
He's Jeff from the youth. That's his real name.
Jeff Howard.
I trusted
Jeff
you.
Howard.
Jeffer Howard.
Jeff
Howard, yes, it was. And Brandon Steinerbeck, wasn't it? Steinerbeck?
That sounds right. No one's going to... Bruno, to Best Buys. Everyone listen.
No one's going to know who the used is.
The new drama is Dan Whiteside, but I don't know who the new guitarist is at all.
Dan Whiteside, he's... Oh, instead of Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn,
it's not
Quinn left a while ago.
It's Burton Jeffer. Jeff Hurst.
Burt and Jeff are the only ones.
That's interesting.
I will have to go see him one more time before they depart.
Yeah, I think...
They've half departed already.
Yeah, Sum 41, I can name all of them.
Sum 41.
I don't know if it's their real names. And I don't know if anyone heard, but Cone... So I already got it wrong because his real name's not Cone, but Cone, the bass player, Sum 41, online blew up because there's a woman that makes fun of like how pop punk people sing and do things.
Oh yeah,
it was like a gag. She does it for all these bands, and then he went off and was like, "That's like making fun of our livelihood." And all this. So everyone's like, "Just relax."
You should relax, Cone.
Yeah, relax,
Cone. Chill out, Cone. Go talk to Steve.
You're gonna get a fat lip. Like, what are you doing? He's into
take it up with Brown Sound.
He's just in too deep on TikTok. But he's still waiting for a reply. Anyone else got any?
Yeah.
Go on, give us one.
I'm not
good
you.
at that stuff.
Yeah, no, you're not. I can't think of any more Sum 41 songs. So good. Into Deep Fat Lip, still waiting.
I know the slower Sum 41 song.
Is that slower?
Walk with Me, isn't it? It's a really good song.
That's good stuff.
Oh, he's on the Chuck album, I think.
He's on the Chuck.
I think he's walked all the way. He's gone to the album that no one wants to.
Chuck.
He's gone to Chuck. But the thing is, bro, talking of that, I used to have one of those. That's such a weird roundabout. There's a song on there. It's probably the one you're thinking about. There was like track like 6, 7, 8, kind of middle of the album that had a really atmospherical bit, and it was quite like a
Pieces and There's No Solution off Chuck is really good.
Yeah, I think it might be Pieces, which is actually one of the. I think they brought that out. But
yeah, they did.
I think it's that song, but I used to listen to that in Mum's Picasso on CD because I'd take a CD I'd listen to on the way to school, but I'd have to put it in my bag afterwards because she put Tina Turner on obviously afterwards.
Yeah.
Or Bruno got in that car, I guess, with Tina Turner. But I put my Sum 41, I'd go that track and I'd just zone in. I'd lock in to go to school and be like,
get ready.
I'm gonna be so like moody walking around today. Like no one's even gonna like. I'd be like, no one's gonna even understand what I'm moody about, and I did it. It was just a song,
and that later became emo.
And then, yeah. And then I'd be like,
You were just emo.
Yeah, and I'd be like, I bet they're over there going, why is Scott so sad? But they weren't. They didn't know I was there. I was in the shadow. Hymn song.
Ah!
With Me was from Underclass Hero.
Yeah, I don't know any of what you just said was. Is that some for one thing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
But hey, if any of the listeners out there want access to my playlists, I have many of them.
You should make them live.
They're different. I know the different eras of. I don't want to open myself up to that, so I feel like I feel like I just want the people that want it. I'll give access to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have. Yes, I have my errors, and I have certain feels.
Yeah, and I actually know the errors, and sometimes I have an issue with what ones are in what error, and I definitely had that issue with you last time I was in your car.
Wow.
Because usually what he does is you get about 20 minutes in a car journey that it's supposed to be long. I'm not talking like a 30-minute car journey.
Yeah.
He'll kind of dabble and let you kind of pick music, and all of a sudden he just does his little, not you with the one ring finger. And you just start a playlist, and the playlist will say something like, I don't know, like Passing Away or something. It would just say something like that. And then he would play one, and it would just come up, and he goes, and that's the rest of the journey. He's going,
is he always like looking over his shoulder?
Yeah. He's not even looking, and that's what he's still a good driver. He's like Paul Walker.
Yeah.
But no, he was a really good driver at one point.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he would definitely.
He was a good driver until you're not.
Well,
I don't think he was driving.
He wasn't. No. But he never was. He was always looking over his shoulder, and everyone liked that, and that was the sort of thing that was cool. Yeah. But Bruno still does it, but he never looks. He has got a Tesla, so he's not actually driving. He just looks at you, and then like sometimes you go, and it'd be like, oh, I'm supposed to feel something there, and I don't. I just feel anger and frustration.
I've been trying for so long to make you feel something.
What did you do? Marriage therapy or something?
We tried therapy, haven't we?
Talking of that,
to be the one in the middle.
That was a good episode.
Oh yeah, I watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith for the first time this week.
The first time.
Yeah, that film.
Are you sure we haven't done that as a Sunday night film? At least twice.
I've got it on once.
Yeah. Your eyebrows have changed, and it's really wound me up that you pushed me there. Because the people don't need to know that. I don't think that's happened, but the fact that we're even having a conversation now has really upset me. I'm not convinced I haven't watched it with Lissy like 2 months ago, but it's the first time in my head.
You've just got baby brain.
Yeah,
right?
I'm the one with the baby.
I'm so hard for me. This leads on to what you want to get into.
Well, they do marriage counselling in the start and the end, and I think the delivery at the end, not to give anything away, it came out 23 years ago, when the guy keeps trying to talk to him, and like he talks over and goes, ask me the sex question again. And then like, before he goes, but it's like, it reminds me of Alex. You know, Alex does that. Like, you know, like if you're at a gig with Alex and like a beatdown happens, he just touches, he goes, he doesn't like no sound comes out. He's like a rhino about to eat like a watermelon. He goes, he's like, and you're like, but when you see that face, you're always like, sometimes he knows it's coming because he's listening like the fourth support act. And they're called like I Killed My Friend Helen or something. Yeah. And you're just like, he's like they're like they're all right. But I mean, like they have this one song and you'll name it, and you'll be like the third half. It's like super melodic, but it hits, and you're like, okay, and then you forget, and you're just like, and then all of a sudden he looks at you and goes. And you're like, and then you just lock in, and then and then he's going, and you're like, yeah, I'm glad he warned me with that.
You can't.
Yeah, if you listen closely, it's just soul.
He won't say anything, but if you're quiet enough, you will hear him breathe.
Yeah, you'll hear it now. You hear his jaw open slightly. He goes, yeah. But he does like, yeah. It reminds me a lot of
That's so good.
Not the two lads that are from Turtles now, the one that we can get on Fortnite, the one I got.
Not people from Rocksteady.
No. You know the ones that are in Return of the Youth?
They like ding-dongs.
They like ding-dongs. I don't remember what they were called, but there's one of them, he had like a snout that went over his mouth, and when you want ding-dongs, you go... and that reminds me a little bit of Al. I don't know. I'll try to find you a picture of that, Bryn.
I swear you brought this up before because I had to find a picture of them.
They'd stuck in my brain, Bryn.
Yeah.
And any new listeners, that's a new bit. But this is the first time I've related to Alex.
It's a new bit, but you've brought up those two characters.
I mean, I bring those characters up genuinely, and this is not fake. once every 6 months in my world.
That's just Return of the Ooze, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's just because I watch that film twice a year, and then I talk about them a lot.
Yeah, it's stuck in my brain.
But then Mr. and Mrs. Smith, yeah, it's an awful film, but I mean the end's really funny. I thought generally really bad.
I love that film.
Yeah, I bet you do. Because everyone's gorgeous in it, and they keep doing like things
and
like,
I love
"When are you going to stop killing me?" And he's like, "No."
I love watching Brad Pitt. I love watching Brad Pitt eat, but that film has a lot, and especially when she's trying to poison him, and he's like,
"Yeah." I was thinking about that. Yeah, that's very good. It's funny. Like it's definitely like Vince Vaughn's in it, so I'll enjoy it. Adam Brody's in it, so it's all good. This is beyond the time in which it came on, so I don't think we should talk about it too much. Are you crying? Or
yeah, a little bit.
Is it laughter or is it sadness?
It's a bit both.
Is it? Well, what's up?
There's a fine line between the both.
Yeah.
I tell you what looks really good is the new F1 film with Brad Pitt. I watched the trailer for that the other day.
I'm gonna watch that.
That looks good. That looks good.
It's on the list.
No bread. No water. Just meat. Who doesn't watch NXT? Shout out to Stevie Turner. Jesus, don't support your friends.
Do you want to get into that, Scott?
Kelly Kincaid is the backstage announcer. Don't watch it. Wow.
Stop it.
No, you can delete that out of it. I'll put it in the group when we're done because he tried to bury me earlier. I'm looking for
what to watch. Yeah. I didn't know if you're on your phone or looking.
I'm not on my phone. My phone's recording me.
Why would you look at your phone when there's cards?
Yeah, there's cards in the room.
What to watch on Netflix? The Deadly American Marriage.
Oh yeah,
such a good watch.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my word. That went through the way that was edited. I'm glad that it's one thing. It's not a 3-part or anything. It's what is it, like an hour and a half? Maybe
it's hour 40. Yeah, 40 something.
And so but it has so many
twists.
Like, yeah, twists and turns.
And they do a really good job of using like the talking heads. You're like, wait a second, why are they talking?
Yeah, exactly.
But then they record it through time. So therefore it actually doesn't actually spoil anything. But then it might, but then you're like, when did they record that bit? So they kind of make it, when you watch a Netflix program and they're like, oh, we'll never know because that person's not around. And then that person sits down, you go, and then you want to watch the second one. They kind of do that, but throughout it.
Yeah. But there's no stops.
No, Bruno, the scene where they sing Chicken Fried destroyed me. I couldn't handle it.
I thought, it got me as well. It got me.
In what way?
Crying.
Oh,
yeah, big cry. You have to see it to kind of, and that song means a lot to all of us. But
yeah, and that just the emotion in that, like you could feel. Yeah. Oh,
and you see the new dad's speech at the end. So when he got to the venue, when they got there, he was like doing like the Tony Storm bit. He was like, tits up, shoulders back. Let's have them. It's so good. It's brilliant. Like if you're an American watching it, like, what does happen? They got so aggressive. And he's like, no, he didn't.
Hey, it's a very good documentary, but it's awful.
Oh yeah. We say this every time because you talk about these crime dogs. We're like, oh, it's so good. He was like, it's awful. The whole situation is horrendous.
Is it American or English?
Oh, it's a bit of, not English.
No,
there's a bit of Irish.
Irish and American.
North Kagalagi.
It's got levels.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's got levels.
There's definitely
he's not wrong. Yeah. And a huge one comes out this week as well. The Fred West
Dibner, the chimney guy.
Fred, the most notorious
Fred and Rose.
Fred and Rose, yeah, notorious serial killers in the UK history.
Wow.
That hits in real time. This episode goes out on Monday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This came out 5 days ago, so we definitely going to get on it. So for other people, it came out this last Wednesday. We love that. Why we like giving it?
Yeah, you really don't like it. It messes you up there. It's so far.
No, it doesn't mess me up at all. I just like to give people. I like to make people feel like they're one of the peppercorns.
You can be timeless. It can be timeless. Just watch it.
Okay.
Like it's just coming out, and we're
right.
Because in a couple of years' time, when someone's binging,
it's the 14th of May right now. No, it's the 13th.
I haven't checked that.
It's 1833.
Mate, it is Eurovision week, and
That's it.
Can't wait. It's my favorite week and my favorite night of the year, bar none.
None. Bernardo loves his night.
I know. It's fantastic. I've got the annoying thing is you put me over at the start saying I really hope he doesn't come during Eurovision because I might be drunk. So I've got to rethink.
You're driving.
No, I'll be driving. Now I have to
but,
shuffle him backwards and forwards.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I feel like I need to live up to the.
Can you imagine like an episode of Friends where Bruno's in a fedora, he's in the waiting room, everyone's there, Luke's sat there. That'd be so fun.
I like that. But yeah, Scott, do you want to get onto the depressing?
Yeah. I don't know what this is. I feel like I've forgotten this part.
No, because we were meant to do it earlier. Yeah, this is right at the end of the episode, so you're gonna have to.
I still don't know what it is.
I might clip it in. So this weekend, Joe, I went down to Bournemouth.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just leading you to it for a nice get together that we have named our friend's male baby shower because he is expecting soon.
Male baby shower. That feels so disrespectful to the women of the world, you know? I think in reality it was just a reason just to get some mates together.
Yeah,
they were joking, calling it this. If there was like a hint of it isn't a joke, it must be stopped. It must. This is something that cannot.
It can't go forward. It can't carry on.
Bruno, we're doing nothing. And then we're celebrating me. we can't do that. I say this as well about that.
We should call it Daddy Day.
Daddy Day. It's not selling merch. But what's the merch? I'm a daddy. Like, we just sat around in a...
You the daddy.
We're sat around in Bruno's apartment. I've got my shirt. I'm a daddy. And the daddy.
So when Father's Day comes around, I'm not celebrating it with you. I'm not saying Happy Father's Day to you.
Why has he done that? It's so different. I feel like he really thought he had us there. And it's not. Baby shower is to do with pregnancy. Father's Day is every day. And talking of songs.
It got serious, dude.
Yeah, no, he does sometimes. I'll Be a Father Figure by George Michael is being listened to a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, because I just think it's a really fun song.
It's a really nice song.
What song?
Father Figure by George Michael.
Very good.
I've heard that.
Oh, Bruno, this is about to change your whole life. Do you want to have a good cry?
Yeah.
Throw it on right now. Listen to it in front of us.
Have you? I tell you what will make you cry though. The song. I'm surprised Dad hasn't brought it up.
No.
Father and Son.
Right.
By Cat Stevens.
The one where like you haven't got time. You haven't got time anymore to go fishing.
The one that's in Guardians.
Yeah. I know that. I
don't cover it.
Yeah, I try not to listen to that.
What was it called? That George
Father Figure.
I'm
gonna be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine.
Oh, I do like that song.
Okay, you should have done that before he got his old laptop. He was like, "What's the song?" He was trying to put it in his "I'm sad" playlist. I've run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that Father and Son song from Cat Stevens is very. That's in my mum and dad playlist.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll get you.
Not to really kill the mood there, because that was a nice moment. I've got a ghastly Pokemon card there.
Ooh,
I feel that's cool.
Ghastly.
I was trying to find Bruno. I was trying to get a Weedle PSA 10 for Bruno. I just thought it'd be funny.
Why? Because I'm a little worm.
No, he's not. He's a maggot.
Got cards here.
Yeah, Bruno, I've been selecting cards for you during this. I've got from Warner Brothers.
Nice. Who is that?
It's
not the Hulk.
Killer Croc.
Right.
I got George Pickens, the second best receiver in the NFL.
Oh wow. Yeah.
First is CeeDee Lamb. And then second, I've got Legends of Grinding. The gridiron. This is gridiron. Yeah, the fact he's laughed at me is really hurt me.
Bad man.
Yeah. Talking about bad men. Adrian Peterson with Sundays of Swag. I don't think he's a bad man.
Yeah. You gotta hide your belts from him.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
What an awful man. And then randomly, I just saw a couple of these cards. This was just in a little stockpile. I got the new camp of fireworks going off.
That's really cool.
The camp new. Look.
I saw this week Complex on YouTube that
they're doing trading cards now.
They're doing trading card shows now. They started with the card vault, Tom Brady's.
Yeah, I watched it.
Wow.
I watched it this morning.
Cards are blowing up, aren't they?
Oh my word, are they ever?
Massive.
I tell you what, check us out on Whatnot at the Peppercorn. Yeah, buy our cards. We're not streaming this week because I've sent too many bundles. We don't have enough cards.
Wow.
Everyone else has our stock.
£800. Sorry. We've done a lot. We haven't dried up.
We're surprised.
But we've got a whole show right here if we wanted to. But I just didn't think it was enough. We've got Puyol there to 45, 9.5 mint. Look, right behind him, we've got a Ferran Torres when he played for Man City, Future Stars, MGC 10. And then we got a rookie, Trevor Chalobah. And I love it's a rookie card. If you want to have some fun around Alex, ask him to say Chalobah. Yeah, as long as there's no beatdown around, he will get it out before he does that. Chalobah. Yeah.
That's what he's been trying to say the whole time.
I don't know how he says it. Chabala. There's a certain way. The words are not in the right. Yeah, the order's not right. But it feels so nice. Like when he says that, I'm like, Like Gym Class Heroes, cookie jar. Instantly makes me go and want food.
Yeah, boy.
Getting back together, actually.
That's another week. That's another week in the books. Another episode down.
I think that was a splendid one.
It was fun. We went off on tangents. We went deep. Scott let you into the mind of Bruno. Went a bit too far. So I need to figure out when I'm editing this how much I want in.
Jenny
But if you've enjoyed this episode, please like the like the episode. Get down in the comments. Let us know what songs I need to add to my playlist because I will 100% give them a go. Believe me. And subscribe on YouTube or anywhere that you're listening to us right now. And we'll be back the same time next week.
Bye, you, Bruno.
Let the people say.